Hello, crafty friends. There you go. Now I'm straight. How is everybody? Happy Sunday evening, April 2nd. Hopefully you didn't get fooled by any April Fool's jokes yesterday. I'm going to turn this bot on and get it going. So hop on in, say hello in the comments. Let's get this ready. Specific post, select that one, save, publish. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Raincross Farms Makery. I am Robin, and behind the computer, behind the camera, is my husband Bill. Say hello to us. And let me turn this off. That looks like it sent. Okay. Should be good to go. So, got a couple people watching. Hello, hello, hello. Hop on in, say hi. We have a quick craft tonight. I'm going to show you one of our kits that just came out yesterday. All kinds of new things to tell you about. I'm not going to tell you all about them tonight. I'm actually going to do a Let's Talk Chalk on Tuesday night, a live, where it's going to be a question and answer session. And I'm going to tell you all of the new things that are in place for the month of April with chalk. And we'll have a whole lot of fun. We'll have some giveaways. Hey, Ken. How is top of the morning? Is that English?
No, it's
Cheerio. Is it the middle of the night for you, or are you home already? Awesome, awesome. Okay, so if you are watching, whether you're live or whether you are replay, if you're live, there's a red box up there that says live. If it's not there, you're watching replay. Either way is fine. Hey, Peggy, welcome. Glad you're here tonight. We would love it if you would give our page a heart. Follow our page if you aren't already. And we just got to 7,200 followers. My goal is to have 10,000 by the end of the year. So help me make that goal. And if you are so inclined, sprinkle out this video to your crafty friends and have them give us a look-see and tell Facebook in the meantime that we are something that people are finding interesting, and they'll push us out to even more people. Nice big hearts. Yes. Yay. Thank you. Okay. Before we get started, I want to tell you I want to show you the new club. We're not going to do the club transfer tonight. I'm planning on doing that tomorrow night. I still have to figure out what surface I'm going to put it on. But it's a new month, which means it's a new club transfer. So let me show that to you. Club, if you're not familiar, is our monthly subscription service. And if you are a member, every month you get in the mail a packet like this. And inside you get an exclusive transfer of the month for club. And April, here is April. I kind of gave people a hint. If you like country and farmhouse, you're gonna love this. Farm Fresh Organic. You got the chicken and the pig, and you've got the checkerboard, and it's just adorable. We're gonna do this on lots of different things. So this is this month's transfer. The only way you can get this is to be a club member or a designer. If you want to know more about that, I'd be happy to tell you about either one. Type club in the comments and you can do some looking around on your own. Okay, also in your little packet every month you get the exclusive transfer. It's always this size. You also get 3 coordinating paste packets. So with this one you are going to get sage, a really pretty green, and black velvet, and bark. This is actually not bark, this is actually papaya, but it's a deep brown, but you kind of get the idea. I didn't have a bark one. Okay, so you'll get these 3 colors, and they'll show you some ideas that you can do using these colors. And your very first month, you also get a free mini squeegee. So every month you have a project ready to go. All you have to do is find a surface to chalk it on, and you're good to go. So tune in tomorrow if you want to see me do the April club transfer on a design. Put those aside. That's tomorrow. Today I'm going to show you our April's Try Me kit. Try Me kits they're not a subscription, they're not a ongoing thing, it's a one and done. So what it is it's a kit of materials. You get a transfer, you get a surface, and you get paste, and you get a squeegee, and they discount it about 20%. And so it's a great way to have a complete project for one low price. The price is different every month depending on what retail value is. But this is a $30 retail value. I believe this is $24. That's 20% off. So let me show you. I'm going to actually do this project tonight so you can see. Okay. And again, if you are interested in this, type supplies in the comments, and you'll get a link to a cart link that has this in it, and you can take a look at it for yourself. So what does it come with? It comes with this transfer, perfect for Mother's Day or Mom's birthday or something like that. Let me pull it out because that label's over it. It says, "Mom, you are the piece that holds us together." Isn't it pretty? Mom, you are the piece that holds us together. And most of the moms that I know are busy holding things together. So here's the design. Here's the surface that you'll get with this Try Me kit. Not the sushi. Spaghetti and sushi. Okay, so this is our palette sign. It is 5.5 by 7.5. So it's this little palette board made out of wood, composite wood. But it's got, you can kind of see, it's got the little slats, it's got the little nail holes, so it very much looks like a palette. You could chalk on this side of it, you could chalk on this side of it, you could do both, either way. This makes it nice and wide so it stands up on its own, or you can put it in an easel, or you can lean it. Anyway, that's what comes with this kit. And you get 2 paste packets, enough to do several of these projects. So do your first project on this transfer, on this surface, and then use your transfer because they're reusable. Use it on a couple of other different things. And I'll give you some ideas later what else you could use this on. And it also comes with a mini squeegee. So this is really everything you have to do a project. I'll probably be showing you some other supplies too, but those are not absolutely necessary. Okay, so wood surface, painted wood surface, and wood always has some slight imperfections. So we want to get our little sanding sponge and just kind of give it a quick sand. We want to get this as smooth as we possibly can. Now, these are painted surfaces, so if you wanted to actually bring it down to bare wood or work on the edges to distress the edges, you can actually get down to wood color on that. Okay. And I'm also going to use some surface wax. Oh, I left my little waxy thing in the dryer. Okay, so surface wax, sell it in my shop. And what this is going to do, 2 things. It's going to keep the transfer, which is sticky, from sticking too hard to this. I keep seeing myself saying things. Like, that's okay. Hi, Alana. Okay, so it'll keep this from sticking so hard that when I go to pull it up, it stretches or rips this. And it also kind of works as like your makeup foundation, kind of fills in the pores. This is going to fill in any little, some minor imperfections in the wood, kind of work as putty, kind of, sort of. So I'm going to put a little bit of wax on here, not very much, and then I'm actually going to buff it off again because I don't want a thick layer of wax. So I'm going to find a clean area, and I'm going to buff this off. Now, it's best if you're able to leave the wax on for about 15 minutes to kind of soak in, but if you don't, it's okay too. Yes, happy Palm Sunday to you, Alana. We were trying to figure out that it was 6 years ago that Bill discovered, before we were still living in California, he discovered the church we were going to be attending when we moved up here.
And it was on Palm Sunday.
His first Sunday was on Palm Sunday. He's got a whole story if you want to hear it. Okay, so waxed, and I'm going to take my transfer, and I'm going to also put some fuzz on it. So again, these are sticky, especially when they're brand new, and sometimes they can get too sticky, so we don't want that. So we are going to put just a little bit of fuzz on the back so it's easier to remove when we're done. And then I'm going to center this on my piece. And push it down, make sure there's no air bubbles, make sure there's no big pieces, no big chunks of fuzz that got left behind. And get that out of here. So push that down. So I'm going to use the same colors that you get with the kit. Of course, we've got dozens and dozens and dozens of colors you can choose from. But this comes with the kit. Hi, Patty. So it comes with Camel and Shimmer Rose Gold. So that's mainly what we're going to use. So I'm going to start with my shimmer because our shimmers take a little bit longer to dry, so I actually get a little bit of extra working time with these. So this is chalk paste, Chalkology brand paste. I sell it in my shop. I'm going to use the jar instead of the little mini because I like to save these for giveaways and whatnot. Okay. And with the shimmers, I don't know if you can kind of see, it's kind of separated a little bit. That happens with the mica flakes that are in there that give it its shimmer. Sometimes over time they kind of settle to the bottom. So whenever I use shimmers, I like to give it a quick stir right before I use it. I love this color. I've got a lot of favorite colors now. But and now I've got the hiccups. Excuse me. I said I've got the hiccups.
I was going to say, do you need some water? But you have
no, I have my drink, which is probably causing my hiccups. Now I really have the hiccups. Hi, Tara. Yes, it is just beautiful. So I'm going to do the 3 words, the 3 big words here: mom, peace, and together with the shimmer. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the Camel. Hiccup. I'm going to use the Camel for the other words. So I've got a little squeegee. I'm putting a little bit of that paste on my squeegee. One other thing. If you get a transfer and it has this little black sticker on it, you can read it for yourself, but basically what it's saying is there is copyright information here. I don't know if you can see it. There's copyright information here on the transfer, and our original manufacturer printed this on in just white ink. This new manufacturer that we have been using, we now have 2 manufacturers, these people misunderstood, I guess, and they actually made this a silk screen. So if I were to get paste over that, it's going to go through onto the surface. So I want to be very careful that I don't get any paste on that. It's called a slug line or a registration mark. And I don't trust myself to not go over it. So I'm just going to take a piece of placement tape. You could take Scotch tape, you could take painter's tape, and I'm just going to cover that up so I'm not going to make a mistake there. Okay, so I've got my paste and I'm just going to squeegee this over the words that I want to be in. Shimmer Rose Gold. And like I said, I get a little extra bit of drying time with shimmers. If it takes me too long to do this, the paste is going to dry in the screen, and you don't want that, because when you lift up the screen, you will lift up the paste with it. You don't want that. So sometimes what you have to do is stop chalking partway through and lift the screen and then continue on. But hopefully I have enough time with this shimmer paste that it won't dry. And I'm going around that. Okay, so I just have the words done that I want in this color. And scrape off the excess, put that aside. Now this, I'm going to get our camel, which is a medium brown. And I'm going to actually use, I'm going to use, this is a mini squeegee, and it's actually cut in half because I'm trying to get into these little tight places. I'm going to give this a quick stir. I'm trying to get into some tight places, so I'm going to use a smaller squeegee. That kind of helps me with better control. So take your time, no rush. That's when I make mistakes, when I'm rushing. Getting that paste over those words. Scrape off the excess. Do a very good job with that. And put it back in the jar. Now I'm going to peel this up. Hopefully you can see this. This is always the exciting part. So I'm pulling from the middle and ta-da! Isn't that awesome? I feel like such an accomplished artist, and you saw what I did. I basically like buttered bread to get this look. Now I'm going to let this continue to dry, and I'm going to clean this in, you know what, I ought to do it now. I have the time. So let me put lids on these. Super simple, right? Super duper simple. And then I'm going to show you how to clean the transfer so you can use it again and again and again. The company guarantees that you can get 10 to 12 uses out of each transfer, but I happen to know if you do take good care of them and clean them up right away, clean them well, you can use them 20 or more times. You can use them till you're sick of them, basically. Okay, I'm going to start with, I just sprayed it with water. All we clean these with is water. You could just use water and your fingers, but this is my method. I start with either a paper towel, or this is a Swedish dishcloth, one of those reusable, and I'm just taking that top layer of paste off, the most of it off. It's not getting all of it off, but then I can throw my paper towel away, or I can rinse this out and reuse it. Now I'm going to switch over to my board eraser, which is like a magic eraser. You had beautiful weather. Good. Okay, another spray. I put this in water, wrung it out, and now I'm going to use this, and this truly is magic. It grabs that paste and pulls it out of that screen. That's where you want to get it clean. And I'm going to clean the back the same way. Spray. And board eraser. My goal is to get that screen clean because that's where the magic happens. And I have a little bit of something there. So here you can see it's all clean. Now there might be some staining on the green part of this. That's okay. That's because our pastes are highly pigmented and they will stain a bit, but that doesn't affect the transfer as long as you've gotten it cleaned out of the screen. Okay, so here's our little piece. We're not done yet. Mom, you are the piece that holds us together. Wouldn't that be nice to give to your mom, or get your grandkids together to make one of these for their mom? Hey, Teresa. Oh, we have missed you, and I'm sorry you've been under the weather. Hopefully you're better now. I have been fighting something. I don't know if it's allergy season starting to kick in, because that usually throws me for a loop. But we are glad you're back here with us. If you just joined, we are doing the Try Me kit. It's called the Holds Us Together Try Me kit because that's part of this transfer. Mom, you are the piece that holds us together. Okay. And a couple of things that I thought we could do to decorate this, and I'm still not sure which one I want to do. I might do both. Okay, so I went out and found a puzzle that was missing some pieces. You can pick one up at the dollar store or a thrift store. And so I took some puzzle pieces and I just put them down on some painter's tape. You know how you kind of make a big loop and wrap it around. Oh, who did you approve to VIP? Yay! Okay.
Nancy Sue.
Oh, Nancy Sue! Woohoo! Yes. And you know what? If you didn't want to use the word mom, if you just have someone special that you want to say, you are the piece that holds us together, you could chalk this and just leave off that word mom. And it'd be a little bit smaller, but it would still be awesome. You are the piece that holds us together. And it kind of makes me think of a puzzle. So we are going to paint up some of these puzzle pieces. And I was thinking, you know what? Do I want to use this brown? That brown is kind of ugly. Let me see. I'm going to pick a better color. What is this? Slate rose. I'm going to use slate rose. Isn't that pretty? I'm not sure if this is still available. So if I'm using this and you really, really love it and it's not available, I'm sorry. So I'm going to actually use this as paint. So I'm going to get a little dish and I'm going to put a glob of this in here. And I'm going to thin it out just a little bit with some distilled water. I'm using distilled water because if I have any extra, I can put it back in the jar. And using distilled water keeps it so that I don't have any little germies growing in there. I don't have any bacteria growing, because distilled water is basically water with no minerals, with no additives. Unlike drinking water or purified water, it might have some minerals in there, which are not unhealthy, but if you are trying to keep something like this pure, you want to use distilled water. Let me grab a brush. Kind of need a smallish brush.
Maud signed in. I didn't see her name go by.
Oh, there's Maud. Hi, how are you? Maud is my accountability partner on my team. Okay, and this is actually going to need a couple of coats, but that's okay. So I'm going to paint up these puzzle pieces. Like I said, I've got a couple of ideas of how to use these.
How you doing? She says she's exhausted.
Yeah, I bet you are. You sounded like you had a busy weekend, and it sounds like next weekend isn't going to be any easier for you. I think she has a craft show coming up. Okay, so I'm painting this slate rose. I was going to paint it peony pink, but I kind of like this color better. Speaking of colors, it's a new month, which means we have a new color of the month. And let's see, February was called Dream Car, which was a hot pink, kind of a Barbie pink. And it sold out in like 3 days. They only produce them in limited quantities, and they're not available. You kind of have to earn your ability to purchase it because they're exclusive colors. Last month was Academia, which was that deep turquoisey blue-green that I love. That was March's color of the month, Academia. This month, and I don't have it yet, I just ordered it, I haven't gotten it yet, it's called Duchess. Duchess. Now, designers can't, hard to find in your grocery stores. You know, I think when I bought it the last time, it was a little difficult to find, but honestly, I think the last time I bought it, it was during the pandemic, and everything was hard to find. Couldn't find alcohol. I'm not drinking alcohol, but rubbing alcohol. Couldn't find that. So if your grocery store doesn't have it, you might try like a drugstore.
Got it at Walmart one time.
Walmart.
They have it on that
Yeah.
on the aisle with the water.
So keep an eye out for it. I mean, it wouldn't kill you to use regular water. I probably wouldn't use tap water because you never know what's in that. I'd at least use bottled water.
Oh, they have it at Walgreens.
Okay, Bill says they have it. Well, they have it at our Walgreens. So, but a little goes a long way. I use it for I always keep distilled water in my spray bottle, even when I don't need to use it, like to clean transfers. I don't have to use distilled water for that. But I do. I just keep it in there. So, but it lasts kind of a long time. Okay, I'm going to put a second coat on these. Is that hot where you are? I'm going to dry this coat. 61 in Riverside. So, our color of the month is called Duchess. Now, designers, if you already know the answer, don't guess. I mean, yeah, if you already know, then let other people guess. What basic color do you think Duchess is? And again, if you already know for sure, don't play along. And I'll tell you, but again, I don't have it yet. Let me just say, it would have been perfect for my son's wedding.
What's the name of the color?
Duchess.
Duchess.
Duchess. Apparently it's inspired by Bridgerton, which I have never watched Bridgerton. So I don't exactly know what that means. Okay. Yeah, Maud's seen it. Puzzle pieces are a great idea. Thank you. It just made sense. Okay. Maud has seen the color, and yes, it is gorgeous. And I haven't even seen it in person, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Show you all. Okay, Teresa thinks maybe a coral. Any other guesses? I don't know how many people we have on that don't already know.
Ken doesn't know.
Ken doesn't know. What color do you think Duchess is? Okay, Alana's, you haven't seen it yet. Alana's thinking a winter blue. Winter? It's spring. Bluish purple. Ken says bluish purple. Some of you might be guessing because you know about my son's wedding.
I'm guessing because I know your son's wedding color.
Any other guesses? 30 more seconds, and then I'll tell you. If you don't want to know, it'll be a spoiler alert.
Do I have to wait 30 seconds?
Yep. Okay. Okay. Duchess it's a shimmer. That's always a good sign, right? So it's got some sparkle to it. It looks like a periwinkle. In the catalog, it looks blue, but the person that did a live video for us, designers, said in person it's a little bit more lavender than blue, but it's a light pastelish lavender blue. It looks gorgeous, sparkly. So I can't wait to get it. Now, how can you get it? It's available to any customer who places a $75 order. It unlocks your ability to buy up to 3 jars of the color of the month. So you go in and you purchase your Try Me kit, you get a couple other supplies, you get your order up to $75, and it will say at the checkout page, congratulations, you can order the color of the month. And then you're able to order the color of the month. Designers, you have to do a $45 order because you get a discount on your supplies. So you can go online, you can type in supplies, follow the supply link, and it will show you the web page, and one of the things that will pop up will be color of the month. Okay, so I've got these painted. Dry them again. Alana can't wait. Teresa's gonna go have a look. A bucket of cheese balls. Are you giving away a bucket of cheese balls?
Yep.
How did you guess that, Ken? Did you know my son's wedding colors? Have you been stalking my chalk site?
Yeah, Ken goes on your chalk shop all the time.
I bet he does. Dreaming of the supplies, the projects he's going to work on. Well, you weren't the only one, Ken. But we posted pictures.
Ken, did I send you a link to the wedding video?
Okay, I think these are dry. I'm going to do one other thing. First of all, I have all this extra, so I'm going to put it back in. Remember, I used the distilled water, so I haven't contaminated this in any way, so I can put all that extra back in. It's a little more diluted, but it'll all kind of mesh in. It will be fine. It's fine. I'm fine. Everything is fine. Okay. So I'm going to, because this kind of has a shimmer, and because that camel color looks a little gold, I'm going to brush these with a little bit of metallic gold. Just here and there. So I'm just going to get a paper towel, and I'm going to, this is metallic gold acrylic paint, Deco Art. I think this was probably Hobby Lobby. All craft stores have a metallic gold. And I'm going to kind of dry brush this. So I'm putting a little bit of paint on and wiping most of it off. And just kind of hitting the corners of these puzzle pieces. So it gives just a little bit of shimmer to that pink. Just to dress it up a bit. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. I've just got some little gold highlights on that pink. And what did I do with it? Here it is. Okay, so two different ways I thought about doing this. One way is I thought, well, actually three ways. I could take these puzzle pieces and I could glue them across the top and the bottom, or I could glue them all the way around. I'm thinking that might look a little busy. So I'm thinking kind of top and bottom, but there's another way I'm going to show you too. I'm just going to do the bottom, and I'll show you my other idea too. I'll make sure that gold ink is dry. Paste. Love your tulip sign behind me. Yes, that's our happy Easter. Those are metal tulips from the Dollar Tree. If you missed that live, you can go back and watch it. That was a lot of fun. We did some Mod Podge with some napkins. Thank you, Ken. Thank you so much. We appreciate the stars. Okay. I think those are dry. So I'm going to grab a couple of these pieces and just kind of lay them around in no particular order. How about this one? Okay. Well, I don't want the flat one. I want this one. Okay. So I'm just going to glue these down. Just a dab of glue. Come on. Ooh, too much. Too much glue. I don't need that much glue. If you have too much glue, it will squeeze out, and you don't want to be able to see it. Okay. Next one. All these loose. All these glue strings. Sounds like you're getting sick too. Or are you choking on pretzel?
I had something go down the wrong pipe there. Oh boy.
Okay, so I've got all these spider webs all over it. But, okay, so what do you think? There's the puzzle pieces along the bottom. Now I could also do them on the top. But here's my other idea. I'm going to take some jute, or I could do a ribbon or something too. And pull this out, and I'm just going to wrap some of this around. And get my scissors. Tie it off up here. Okay. So I've got that. Oh, let me get that up there. Close enough. Anyway, so I've got just some jute wrapped around there. I'm going to make a little jute bow. Let's see, I'm going to tie it off with that. Okay, so I just wrapped it around a couple of times, fold it in half, tie that down. Trim those ends off. So I just have a little floppy jute bow. Spread those out, and I'm going to glue that right up there. And I'm going to push that down. Gonna watch it tonight. Yay! Is Ken wearing a mask? Is he worried about your germs through the
He's afraid I'm going to cough
through the interwebs? Well, better safe than sorry. Okay. So I've got this cute little bow on this cute little string, and then I have these hangy downy things. What I thought I would do, I have seen people who take wooden beads and hang them from here. But I thought, let's use a puzzle piece and dangle a puzzle piece. Dangle a puzzle piece from my jute.
Ken gave you 3 ribbons.
Give me 3 ribbons.
That's what it should.
Woohoo! 3 bows. Okay, and let's do another one about down here. This one looks fun.
Teresa says she likes that better. Cute, cute. Did I say that right, Teresa? I did a cute, cute.
You did a cute, cute. Yes, you did. Okay. So I'm just putting a little dot of glue. And I'm kind of tacking them down so they stick. And I could actually put a little puzzle piece up on top. Where's a small one? I could put a little puzzle piece on top of the bow. I think I'll leave it. I could put a little puzzle piece in the center of the bow, but here is my other idea. So you've got this cute little rustic-y looking bow. You could do it with ribbon, and I just have some little puzzle pieces dangling down, and I have a row of puzzle pieces on the bottom. And this is my little craft. Mom, you are the piece that holds us together. I hope you like it.
Do I say it now?
You may say it now.
That's so cute.
Okay, let me get this out of the way. Let me pose for a picture. So this will hold up. This will stand up on itself because the base is so wide. You could lean it up against something, or you could, I got these at the Dollar Tree, guys. These awesome little easels. But you could put it on an easel if you wanted to. Kind of, I haven't taken the tag off. You kind of display it that way. Looks cute too. You can put a little bow up there, flower up there. Okay. If you didn't want to use, or if you bought the kit and you want to reuse your transfer, because remember they are reusable, and you want to make more than one of these, here are some other ideas that you could use for surfaces. We sell a decorative cutting board. So you could chalk that design on the cutting board, put a bow on the top. We also have, these are our chalk suede notebooks. So they are what they are. They are what they are. They're a little notebook. They're not lined, but they have little dots. So you can write on straight lines, but they don't have lines. Anyway, the covers are made out of chalk suede, so you could put that transfer on top of this. Give that as a Mother's Day gift. Or, oops, or I love this little frame. This is the one, this is called our drop-in frame. So here's the one I did with the dog is in charge. This comes out and you have two sides. You could chalk this on one of these, stick it in that frame, and voila. So this is the drop-in frame. You can also get, I don't have any out, sometimes Dollar Tree has the little mini chalkboards. You can chalk on those. So you can get yourself lots of surfaces, make lots of these. So you buy one kit and you could get a bunch of those chalkboards from the Dollar Tree, design them up, and you could sell them on Facebook Marketplace or on eBay or at a craft fair. So the kit is called, what is it called? Holds Us Together. And again, if you want to type, yes, it is, hi Tara. If you want to look into buying this Try Me kit, it is 20% off. And if you type supplies, you can follow the link to supply information and you'll find tonight's product. You'll get a link to this. And give it a try. So I think that's it. Let me pose with this.
You're such a poser.
I don't want that right up my chin.
You don't.
Okay, that ought to give me a good screenshot. So I hope you like this project. Check it out and check out the new Duchess color. And tomorrow I'm going to be doing the new club design for April. This is it. It's called, where does that come from? Farm Fresh Organic. So we're going to do this tomorrow. I'm just deciding on a surface. And so watch again tomorrow. Follow our page if you aren't already. So thanks for spending part of your Sunday evening with us. I hope you have a great last few hours of your weekend, and I hope you have a great week next week. Bye-bye.